MetroTV reporter Putri Ayuning Tias had an exclusive chance to talk with the U.S. ambassador to Indonesia, Robert Blake, about the crisis development in Crimea Peninsula. We begin by asking the ambassador about the United States' plans in the peninsula after the referendum was carried out.
Well, President Obama spoke to this yesterday, during which he announced additional sanctions against Russia. The President expressed our opposition to what has happened, both in terms of the referendum that you spoke of, but also the subsequent annexation of the Crimean Peninsula by Russia. We think that both of those represent violations of the territorial integrity of Ukraine, and we also believe that they are against international law. So the President, as I said, announced additional sanctions against individuals in Russia, as well as against the Bank Russia, which is the bank where many of the senior Russian officials bank. And then he also provided legal authority to take additional measures, if necessary, against specific sectors in Russia.
But many foreign analysts also said that the smart sanctions that U.S. gave to Russia is not hit Russia hard. Is there any other options or steps that would Obama take after the first sanction?
Well, I guess I would slightly disagree that they haven't hit Russia hard. I think there's been already quite a significant economic impact in terms of the Russian economy. The ruble has fallen to its lowest level since 2009. The stock market, likewise, has fallen by more than 20% this year and also is at one of its all-time lows. And there's been a definite impact on economic growth. There's been tremendous capital flight, more capital flight just in these last few months than in all of 2013. And economic growth now is less than 1%. So I think there's been quite a significant impact. And it's just, I think, points to the fact that investors are worried about the situation, and it points to the fact that there's still an opening for Russia to reverse course. And so we want to leave an opening for diplomacy, and the President made that very clear.